Hello, I'm Dr. Paula Petrie, and I have created healing waves as part of one of my offerings within Divine Design. And Divine Design is this recognition, this remembering that we have these innate powers within us that is part of who we are, of our own divinity. And healing waves is this space where women experience in very small group the interconnectedness of the field in which we live in. And we experience it by healing self and others and by setting intentions. So it's a direct experience of something that we hear a lot about. We know Native Americans talk a lot about this interconnected web of life. And science, quantum physics is now talking about that. We hear the oneness often in people's references to who we are as part of our humanity. But because I've lived it and I've had so many experiences of this connectedness as a shamanic energy medicine practitioner, that I wanted to create the opportunity for other women to experience it. Because once you experience it, you become very curious, and it reshapes who we think we are. In a very, very powerful way, we realize that, wow, I'm co-creating my life. I'm really not a victim. I may have been victimized. I may have had very many negative experiences, right? Where I've had little control over what happened to me. Yes, right? And then there's that aspect of us that co-create with the universe by recognizing that our thoughts and our beliefs have so much power to them, so much influence over what happens and doesn't happen in our orbit, that we begin to reshape how we think, what we think. I knew this beautiful woman, and she would say something, no, delete that thought. Because she knew she was putting this thought out into the field that was going to reverberate back to her. So we experience it, and we experience it by becoming a healer. And then when we are healers, we need healees. So the program is set up over 6 sessions. Everyone has that experience as a healee. And that means that nine women are sending this powerful energy that we innately have. So there's no learning curve, right? It's just instruction in sending this healing energy to the healee. And the healee is thinking about the intention that she has set for herself. And the intention is based on what is the next best self that you want to create. Yeah. And so from our other group, it was a whole myriad of things, right? More interesting contracts, bringing in a new modality into their work, a relationship, more abundance, travel, but meaningful travel, and creating those relationships in order to be able to do that internationally. And that people had results, like immediately, right? Their plate became too busy to even keep up with. And that's a very honest statement. And some people come in with physical anomalies and find hope. So that's the most important thread, because we come into these groups a little bit of lacking hope, right? That's where we're hoping that the group helps us, right? So we find hope in that the solution is being offered. Almost formula is being offered, and faith and trust being a big part of it. And there's no real formula for that, right? It's heart. Yeah, we connect with the heart. So the coherence that we create in the group is through the connected heart with self, yeah, with ourselves, with our guides, with our higher self, with our loved ones, and then with each other in the group. So we create a coherence. We raise the vibration in the container. It feels like, somebody said, it feels like being in a hot tub, right? So we're creating this vibration, powerful within the container. And the container extends its life is outside of that 1.5 hour, right? It extends for that entire time of the program. And I hold it in a very special way within my healing modality for that time. So it's coming into oneness, into wholeness, into a sense of safety, self, being held by others, slowing down, having a private consult with me regarding soul's intention. I help connect with the soul. We do shamanic journeys each week. And one experiences self outside of time. So if you haven't had that experience, you become curious. And then you realize that we are not just this physical form, that there's an aspect of ourselves that is beyond this body. And we know that the brain extends beyond body. And I bring in the science into this knowing that supports and kind of matches the experience. But to me, the most important thing, I was 12 years in academia, all in my mind. I still struggle with that a lot. But it is, once we can drop from the heart, from the mind into the heart, we recognize this place of safety, peace, satisfaction, a coherence within our life where things begin to flow. There's amazing synchronicities, there's aha moments. All of that has been shared with those participants in Healing Waves. So come join me. The next group is upcoming. They're ongoing. Check it out. paulapetrie.com for my website. Sign up for my newsletter and you'll receive information as things develop. And yes, come work with me one-on-one. Retreat in Italy. Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Divine design. The power is within. Come experience that.